We are 1 week away from Donald Trump officially getting into office, and today, Donald Trump stock jumped over 20% in the day.
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited.
Biggest jump in over a year. Now, the stock itself is a massive run right now and has a lot of upside potential, so let's jump into the video and talk about whether or not you should be buying Donald Trump stock. Taking a look at the stock chart, yes, it looks a little ugly right now. We had this massive run up last year before a massive pullback to the downside, but this past September, right before the election happened, we had a run up to the election into October. When November hit, we had this massive volatility to the upside, then to the downside, and then kind of stabled out a little bit, but we're still holding relatively nice above $30 right now, trading inside this channel right here and kind of holding steady, nothing too crazy. Volume has decreased quite a bit in the past month, but today something changed. Today was when the stock jumped massively to the upside, and if we take a look at the daily chart, you can see this was a beautiful trade setup. But not only that, we had a massive run up 21% from $34 to $43 before kind of stabling out, holding throughout the afternoon. And even on a day when the Dow and the Nasdaq kind of pulled back, Donald Trump stock still continued to rally. Now, looking at it on a more longer time frame like we were looking before, what does that mean for the future of the stock? Are we going to keep running? Now, the last time we had a run, we saw this thing run from basically $16, $17 down here. We saw it start to pop with volume and increase in price, and we ran all the way up to $55. Massive pullback to the downside, but that's kind of expected when a stock goes up that quick. It's bound to come down that quick as well. Now, looking at it moving forward, we have this little gap right here we have to fill. We ran up to about $43 today. We pulled back. We finished the day around $42. We have to run up to this red line right here, which is $46.50. If we could break through $46.50, there's a very, very strong chance that we break above that and then above to $50. $50 is kind of our next price point here that I want to watch for. If we break above 50, the last stop before all-time highs heading to this one is $54. The last time we made it to this $54, $55 price range was right before the election, and when we had this massive run up. I mean, we're talking this is a run where it's, again, another 20, 30, 40% in a day. Now, we have to break through these resistance areas before that happens. We have to be able to hold basically where we traded today as well. That's something that we're going to be watching heading into tomorrow, as this is a name that can continue to run up. Now, there's a lot of things going for Donald Trump over the next week, including the big inauguration that's going to happen next week. But leading up to the inauguration, there's a lot of stocks that are going to start moving in his favor, and we saw how the stock market performed around the election time frame. And when we figured out that Donald Trump is going to be the next president, the economy and the stock market loved it. We saw this massive jump here from these lows around 570 all the way up to all-time highs at 609. I mean, you're talking, this is at least a 7% move within about a month after him just winning the election and not even getting into office yet. So we saw the big move to the upside. Now we had a massive pullback, basically back to where we started right around the election time frame. So people are saying, okay, we're going to start to see a lot of these big names move that are going to perform very well over the next 4 years in his favor. And Donald Trump stock may be one that you're going to want to watch out for. Whether you want to go long-term or short-term, that's completely up to you. But taking a look at the stock, there is a great opportunity for this one to run into all-time highs above this $55 range. And I think this is a great one to trade off of. I think that in the short term, you're looking at such an easy name to trade off of and make money. I mean, you buy the first green candlestick above this blue SMA line and trade the first red candlestick below. That's a simple trading tactic. And this is on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, so it looks very, very clean right now. But if you bought the first green candle, let's say you buy above this cross right here, you buy around $35, you trade it all the way up to the first red candle, that's $39. Simple entry above the green candle, close with the first red candle that closes below. Boom. That's an easy winner right there. This is a trading stock that gives you great opportunity because of how much volume there is with it. You can even take a look at the 1-day, 1-minute time frame and see that there is still many, many great opportunities throughout this morning where you bought the first green candlestick that opened above this blue line and took the first red candlestick. First red candlestick wasn't until, again, $38 on the 1-minute, 1-day, 1-minute time frame. That's a $4 win within the first half an hour of the trading day. So Donald Trump stock, look at it for the long term, but there's a lot of opportunities in the short term for a trade. We got a week out till he's officially in office, so this stock market is going to be very, very excited, and it's going to start roaring once he gets into office. So let's keep that in mind moving ahead. Let's start to build these positions with some of our long-term portfolio stocks. And you know what? Let's have some fun with it. Let's make some money. Let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over next time. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.